Alright, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Working with a different camera, so I'm not sure how it's going to work, but we're going to try our best anyway. I have a long lecture on the page about parenting, and I thought that instead of making y'all sit and watch a, 60-minute or so video, which is very long anyway, I thought I would break it down into little bite-sized pieces for you guys, and, hopefully then it would be easier to digest, inshallah. First of all, it's kind of funny to have a speaker talk about parenting anyway, because most of us, our wives raise our kids, so we're on the road, doing whatever it is that we do and traveling up and down the place. So for us, our kids our wives do that. So I think that in preparing this lecture, I talked with my wife quite a bit and I asked her advice, because in Islam, we're supposed to ask the people of knowledge if we don't know. So I think that's very, very important. And I think that for parents, especially Muslim parents living in Western countries, I know a lot of the people that follow me live over here in North America and in the UK and places like that. Parenting advice is important. But I want to make a disclaimer before I start this series, and that is that I am not a scholar by any means. And I know, you have to say that nowadays because people confuse motivational speaker with scholar all the time. And I'm not a scholar. I'm not being humble by saying that. I'm being honest with you. So don't say, oh, he's being humble. No, he's being honest. Because I don't want to go in front of Allah and have to deal with that, with the ramifications of pretending to be a scholar. I'm not. I'm a motivational speaker. What I say may apply to you and it might not. Not all kids are the same. Not all kids are the same. Not all parents are the same. So what I say may apply to you and it might not apply to you. So take what you can from it and leave what doesn't apply, inshallah. It's just an advice from one dad to a group of people who hopefully can benefit from it, inshallah, and take something from it with you. And that's kind of what we're doing here. So this is it. This is my beginning of the parenting series, inshallah ta'ala. And of course, I'm testing out the new camera as well. So we're going to see how that works. And I want you guys to comment and let me know if I set the thing up right. Because for those who don't know, I'm not able to see. So I'm messing with cameras and all that stuff by myself. I've done videos without lights being on. I've done all kinds of different stuff. And you guys are very patient with me for that. So to begin the series, walhamdulillah rabbil alameen wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah, I will be talking a lot. And this is just an overview of the series. I'll be talking about the ayat that we're describing and talking about concerning Luqman. May Allah be pleased with him. He was important enough that Allah should mention him in his book. So he's important enough for us to talk about. And he was extremely wise. I'll be talking about that actually right now because Luqman had hikmah. And this is something that parents have to have. Hikmah. Hikmah is, I like to say that hikmah is when knowledge and experience marry each other. Wisdom is the offspring, and this is what Luqman had. He had a certain amount of wisdom that Allah has given to him. And parents, you have to be wise. You have to know what to say, when to say it, and to whom to say it, because sometimes your kids can be very different. I have 3 daughters, and they're all very different. Nusayba, you can't yell at Nusayba. Nusayba will listen to whatever you have to say, but she will not listen to you if you yell at her. She's very tough. She started amateur wrestling recently, and she's like her dad. She's a very tough kid. Hafsa, she's very gentle. So yelling at her and screaming at her is going to hurt her, and she's not going to listen to you that way. And Halima, she is extremely smart. So you have to talk to her logically. And this is important for parents to know their kids. Know your kids. This is a part of wisdom of parenting. To know them. Who are they? What's their personality background? What's their makeup? What makes them tick? And what is it going to be that's going to get them to listen to you? Because if they're not listening to you, they're listening to somebody else. If they're not listening to you, they're listening to someone else. So Allah gave Luqman that hikmah. Wisdom. How to deal with his son. How does he talk to him? And we're gonna cover that throughout the next few videos, inshallah. But this is the first lesson from this series, that Luqman had wisdom. So parents, when you're dealing with your kids, deal with them in a, with wisdom. Don't just yell, scream at them, holler at them. Don't do that. Don't have that approach only. Sometimes you need to have wisdom, because these are your kids. These are the people that are going to grow up, inshallah, and they're going to hopefully pass on your good traits to the world. It's a huge responsibility to have kids. You need to get a license to drive a car, but you don't need to have a license to raise a kid, although a kid is far more important than a car. So understand that this is the next generation. These are the kids that are going to take over after you. So the first lesson, have wisdom. Have wisdom. Because Luqman had it. And this is the ayat that we're taking from in this series, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan. I'll talk to you guys later. And again, please comment. Let me know if I got the camera right. And yeah, take care and stay blessed. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.